Welcome to the Alliance of Professionals of African Heritage 39th Award Ceremony and 25th Annual Awards Heritage Celebration of Student Success. In the tradition of our ancestors, is there anyone in this room 80 years or older other than me? Okay. Thank you. In honor of our respect for our elders, whose shoulders we stand, I humbly request your permission, Mr. Morgan, to begin this ceremony honoring the UNLV students of African heritage.
You have my permission.
Thank you. I am Dr. Esther Langston, Professor Emeritus and Vice President of the Alliance of African Heritage. My co-host this evening is Dr. Sammy Sells, Interim Assistant Director for Student Diversity Programs. It is our privilege to host this event for the graduates at this milestone in their educational journey. Please join in acknowledging the premier leadership of our UNLV faculty members who are escorts for our graduates of African heritage. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated as I present the UNLV administrators, faculty, and class of 2025. Thank you, DJ Witt. Dr. Sells will deliver the invocation. Following the invocation, please remain standing and join in singing the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing, performed by Mr. Christian Shelton. Mr. Christian Shelton is an alum of UNLV and a second year now master's student, where he studies vocal performance under the guidance of Dr. Alphonse Anderson. Christian's remarkable achievements include clinching first place at the prestigious National Association of Teachers Singing in 2023 and 2024 within the university division. Christian is one of the inaugural young artists at the Opera Las Vegas, where he performs regularly. Christian has amassed a significant social media following with over 850,000 followers across all platforms. Christian's passion for vocal excellence and success underscores his commitment to music excellence. Dr. Sells. Christian.
Let us take a moment to center ourselves in gratitude and reflection. We gather here today in the spirit of celebration, community, and pride, honoring the brilliance, resilience, and achievement of our students here at UNLV. As we begin this sacred and joyful occasion, we acknowledge our ancestors whose strength and sacrifice laid the foundation for our progress. We honor the elders who have passed down wisdom and tradition. We uplift the students whose dreams and determination continue to shape our powerful legacy. May this celebration be a space where every story is valued, every journey is recognized, and every voice is uplifted. Let this be a time where the richness of culture meets the triumph of perseverance, where excellence is not only applauded, but affirmed. We give thanks for the educators, families, and mentors and peers who have poured into these students with care, encouragement, and unwavering belief. May this moment inspire continued growth, deeper unity, and bonds futures rooted in identity, purpose, and pride. In celebration and solidarity, we begin Ashe.
Please stand.
Ooh, ooh, mm, Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicings rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun, let us march on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the casting rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died, yet with the steady beat had not our weary feet come to the place for which our fathers sighed. We have come over a way that with tears has been watered. We have come treading our path through the blood of the slaughtered. Out from the gloomy past till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our bright star is cast. God of our wearies, God of our silent tears, Thou who has brought us thus far on the way, Thou who has by Thy might led us into the light, keep us forever in the path we pray. Lest our feet stray from the places, our God, where we met Thee. Lest our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget Thee. shadowed beneath thy hand. May we forever stand true to our God, true to our native land.
Good evening. Good evening. There you are. Welcome to everyone. I am here to let you know that it is time for dinner. Yes, for food. So I'll actually be releasing by tables so that it doesn't get too crowded. So please, yeah, enjoy yourselves. Can I have tables 1 through 4 start to line up at the buffets here? I was trying to see how. There are 4 sides you can serve yourself on. Tables 5, 6, and 7.
College. Will all elected officials please stand? All elected officials, please stand. NSHE and Board of Regents, please stand. UNLV leadership, please stand. Okay, I see some leadership, but they're not standing, but okay. UNLV faculty, please stand. And I'm just going to add one. If you're a member of D9, please stand. You may be seated. Thank you. And now I would like to introduce our Vice President of Student Affairs, Dr. Keith Rogers, one of the biggest champions for these celebrations and student success here at UNLV. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Rogers.
Ooh, it's always dangerous feeding me before I got to come and do some work. I got over there, got all relaxed. Forgot I had to come and still give some remarks. But I want to say that this year's theme, Rooted in Resilience, Walking in the Footsteps of Giants, rings very personal to me as a Black first-generation veteran. I was able to have some of the best mentors and friends come from this campus and community to help me along my educational journey to where I am today, which has also caused me to reflect a little bit on what is the origin story of Black cultural celebrations like this one here. So fun fact, you know, I use Gemini, so I couldn't find anything to dispute Gemini, so I'm getting my AI game up. But what I learned through some searches was that the first documented Black graduation ceremony was held at Cal State University Northridge in 1972 as a post-commencement event organized by students, faculty, and staff in the African American Studies Department. Thereafter, similar ceremonies emerged at other institutions driven by the desire for a more intimate and cultural relevant celebration. Now, you know that we also see a lot of kente cloths as part of these celebrations. So where did kente cloths come from? Well, I'm glad you asked. Recognizing the need to honor the particular historical and personal struggle of Black students to complete baccalaureate degree programs, 4 faculty and staff at Westchester University of Pennsylvania came up with the idea of a kente celebration ceremony on May 15, 1993. This practice has since spread to hundreds of high schools, colleges, and universities like UNLV, making sundry splashes and bursts of kente print an omnipresent sight of any commencement and celebration today. And this year's event is no different and has served as a model for other cultural celebrations at UNLV to follow in recognition of our student achievement ceremonies. Our graduates, let your rebel light shine and burn bright. Leverage your education to excel in your career, improve your community, and help the next generation. Our academic achievers, continue the excellent work that you're demonstrating already and follow in the footsteps of our 2025 graduates. But remember, this will be some of the best times of your life, so ensure that you create as many memories as possible. Get involved in student organizations, attend athletic events, and just let your hair down and enjoy yourself as young adults. Our experience as African Americans have given us the perseverance and resilience to succeed despite challenges. There is still much to be done in our communities. We must always remember how we came to be where we are, stand firm on the shoulders of those who came before us. We still have work to do and hurdles to overcome. Remember, graduates, as you walk across that stage, if you haven't already, as our graduate and PhD students, the theme of Rooted in Resilience, Walking in the Footsteps of Giants, and I'll be there to congratulate you. Remember, rebels make it happen.
Please welcome Mrs. Cherise Sullivan, the wife of the late Dr. William Sullivan, who was president of the Alliance and executive director at CAEO. Mrs. Sullivan.
Good evening, everyone, on this joyous occasion. You look awesome. Very, very, just awesome. Well, this is a special occasion tonight, and congratulations, all graduates. I'm sure you will succeed and be the best you can be. It is with deep gratitude that I stand before you today to honor the legacy of my beloved husband, Dr. William Sullivan. Many of you knew him simply as Doc. He was one of the key founders and former president of the UNLV Alliance of Professionals of African Heritage, the longest standing cultural affinity group on campus. Through his work with the Alliance, he created spaces where voices were heard, leadership was nurtured, and excellence was celebrated. He believed in building bridges between generations, across professions, and within communities. Without his vision, none of this would be possible. His spirit continues to guide the mission and heart of this organization. Thank you for honoring his memory by continuing the work he believed in so deeply. On behalf of our family, I thank you for the love and support you've shown. It means more than words can express. But tonight, this special night, I'm also here to honor someone else. Someone who has not only walked alongside Doc as a dear friend, but who has dedicated her life to blazing trails, lifting others as she climbed, and shaping countless lives through her leadership and service. You play the video, please.
In one word, how would you describe Dr. Langston?
I would define or describe Dr. Langston as passionate, unapologetic. She gives it to you straight.
Legendary.
Authentic.
Dedicated.
Just one word. Perseverance.
Revolutionary.
A pioneer.
She is a trailblazer, and we are fortunate to have her in our community.
I feel privileged to be able to be among the many who could have spoken about, Dr. Langston's being deserving of this Lifetime Achievement Award. Not that she need any more. She's been a pillar for decades.
Dr. Esther Langston was one of the first people that I met when I came to UNLV back in 1997. Esther has always been someone that I felt like that I could go to, that I could have open and candid conversations with.
Dr. Langston has been a real trailblazer within our community for several decades now. Many of the organizations that I'm a part of, she was there to lead the way as a pioneer. Being a UNLV graduate, we've always heard of Dr. Esther Langston.
Throughout all the decades of me working with her after she retired as faculty, and then she came over to CAO to stand up our social work division, our family support services division. And she always was so passionate about making sure that, all the students had all the things that they needed, the non-academic barriers that prevented them from being able to be successful in the classroom. And she was always willing to take on social work practicum students, to give those students an avenue to get their hours in, to be able to graduate and meet all their degree requirements, and then also to mentor them as they launched their social work careers.
I used to love working for Dr. Langston because she used to tell us the stories of what it was like for her when she first started at UNLV, and with the work she used to do with Nelson Mandela, and the poor amount of wisdom and knowledge she gave me when it came to working with our youth in the community. And she was the one who really poured into me about, hey, remember, this work is bigger than us.
Even after I graduated, my first social work job, I worked under her, and I was in her care, and she took very good care of me. And she taught me how to be professional. She taught me how to be a social worker here in Las Vegas. It's a unique talent, and she has just always been a champion.
She has dedicated her life to uplifting students, shaping futures, and making sure we all show up for our community. Her impact is immeasurable. her wisdom unshakable, and her ability to get people to do things they didn't plan on doing unmatched.
So I would say Dr. Langston is the type of person that doesn't really ask you to do things. She volunteers you to do things, and so you may end up guest speaking or volunteering or working with some students, and it's all for a good cause. And so I've really just enjoyed working with her in several capacities over the years.
Hi, Dr. Langston. It is an honor to be asked to share a few words about you and your impact on the field of social work. Your contributions to UNLV School of Social Work and the field of social work has inspired me, colleagues, and many students whose lives you have touched to carry on the important work that you began.
People often use the phrase, teach one, reach one. Well, Dr. Langston, you embody that so well. The time you invest into your community, your relationships, and the knowledge you share with anyone who's willing to learn allows us all to feel empowered and loved. I stand in awe of the work you continue to do with UNLV School of Social Work students and the commitment you gave to the university throughout your tenure there.
Everything she taught me, I still carry with me. Thank you for being hard on me, for guiding me, and for taking me on as a practicum student when I face uncertainty. Your belief in me shaped the path I walk on today. My ultimate goal is to continue the hard work you have done for the community and also for the field of social work. Your legacy and teachings at UNLV will never go unnoticed. I am just one of the many flowers you have nurtured, growing and blossomed because of your intelligence, your advocacy, critical thinking, and resiliency. Dr. Langston, you are truly an icon, pioneer, and one of a kind.
We're so fortunate to have her. I cannot think of another person more deserving of a Lifetime Achievement Award. Congratulations, Dr. Langston.
Dr. Langston, you're more than deserving, and I hope that in retirement, probably your second or third retirement now, but that you're finding time to really, pursue your second love, which is traveling. Congratulations.
Your wisdom and generosity has had a lasting impression. So here's to you, Dr. Langston, a builder of dreams, bearer of knowledge, and the guardian of future social workers.
Dr. Langston, we thank you, we honor you, and we appreciate all that you do to ensure that the legacy of excellence continues.
Congratulations on being honored today for your lifetime achievements and social impact over the course of your career. I couldn't be more proud to call you a friend.
I'm sure you know we had a hard time keeping this from you for the last 8 months. In honor of being at the beginning of the Alliance celebrations, nearly 40 years, for all of your time here at UNLV, for every person that you see that you have impacted, we wanted to honor you with this Lifetime Achievement Award. And some little goodies for you as well. Y'all, this was hard. This was hard.
I'm killing them all.
Yeah. Well, on a personal note, Dr. Langston, you have been an inspiration to me. I've heard so much about you before I even met her, Dr. Langston. Once I met her, she's mine for life. She knows that. She and Bill would talk many nights, many days about everything. And I would chuckle because a lot of the things that I tried to tell my husband, he didn't listen, but he listened to Dr. Langston. And I admire you. The Sullivan family loves you. You will always be there for us like you've always been.
Love you much.
Now,
I'm seldom usually lost for words. I don't know how you all kept this from me, because if I had known it, it never would have happened. But thank you, and I thank each and every one of you who have allowed me to be a part of your life over my 54-year history at UNLV. I was actually here for 54 years. When I came, I was the only female black professor at UNLV, and there was only 2 males, so there were 3 of us. But as I told the provost when he hired me, I guarantee you I won't be the last. And I'm not the last, as evidenced by all of you here. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Langston. Yeah, and when Mo says that it wasn't easy to do this without her knowing it, it really was a task to pull this off without Dr. Langston knowing it. So now I would like to introduce our student speaker for the evening, Mr. Zion Bird. Zion is a proud graduating senior, double majoring in political science and history here at UNLV. Throughout his collegiate journey, Zion has been a committed student leader and change maker on campus and in the community. He has served as president and vice president of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated and as vice president of the UNLV National Panhellenic Council. He is also a member of the prestigious Order of Omega. Zion's dedication to service and leadership is reflected in his involvement as a Rebel Ready Week leader in his work here at UNLV and in the NAACP, and his contributions to the FLS Involvement Marketing Campaign. Academically distinguished, he has been recognized as a Dean's Honor Student and is a 3-time recipient of the Roosevelt Fitzgerald Award. Zion was honored as a 2024 FLS Fraternity Member of the Year and is a 2025 inductee into the FLS Hall of Fame. Zion leaves UNLV with a legacy of excellence, advocacy, and commitment to uplifting others. Zion also is a 3rd-generation Alpha. His grandfather, his father, Demetrius Bird, is also an Alpha, and his mother being a Delta also. I don't want to leave her out. So he's from a very strong family of D9. Please welcome Mr. Zion Bird.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Zion Bird, and I am now a UNLV alumni with a degree in political science and history. Now, first off, I just want to take a moment and acknowledge that we are in a room filled with black college graduates. And I don't know the next time that we'll be able to say this, so let's take this moment in and appreciate it. Whether you graduated magna cum laude, summa cum laude, or by thank the Lord, we did something special here. And guess what? Nobody can tell us that we don't belong to be here. Nobody can tell us that we didn't earn it. And definitely, nobody can tell us where we cannot go from here. Because make no mistake, we are just getting started. So we'll celebrate tonight. We'll celebrate even more tomorrow, even more next week. But after that, we're putting these degrees to work. So, and I'm not one to brag, but they gave me a mic today, y'all. So during my time at UNLV, I've been president of the Sigma Psi chapter of the oldest, the coldest, the boldest, the greatest fraternity in the world, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Oh, 6, aye. Six Brothers. I've also been vice president of the UNLV's National Pan-Hellenic Council, a member of the Black Student Organization. I've been Fraternity and Sorority Life Member of the Year and Hall of Fame inductee and a Dean's Honor student. And just in my spare time, intramural soccer champion, but. And to be honest with you, there were a lot of times that I struggled though. And if you know me or you know any of my friends, they'll probably tell you that I'm a pretty positive and optimistic person all the time. But I had my lows here. With all the highs and the happiest moments, I had my deepest lows. The moments I felt that I didn't belong. The moments I felt like giving up, the missing assignments, the heartbreaks, or just the times where I didn't have any motivation for no reason at all. And those moments actually stuck with me the most. But not because I want to focus on the negatives, but because I got through them. We've all gotten through these moments while we've been here at UNLV. And we needed to get through these moments to be where we are, right here, getting ready to graduate. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about a tattoo that I have on my left arm. It's of a palm tree and a sunset. On one part of it is that I'm part Tongan, if you can tell by my lei here, Ofatu Oma. So I wanted to show something from my Pacific Islander side. But there's another level to it. When you think of palm trees, you'll probably think about how beautiful they are, the calm nature behind it, the paradise, maybe even spring break. But do you think about what these palm trees go through? These are trees that survive hurricanes. When the storms get high and the winds hit, they stay standing and they grow through these storms. And when the storm passes, they're back to that calmness that we love about them. And to me, they're a reminder that I can get through my own hurricanes. I can get through anything and continue to be the person that I want to be without letting this outside world and the things that I can't control get into my way. But with that being said, it definitely took a village. And I had a strong one behind me that I need to thank. So first off, Dad, thank you for always being there for me and showing me how to be a man. My whole entire life, I can't even think back and remember a time where you missed even a soccer game. And that means a lot to me. I mean, I'm only here because of the sacrifices that you and Mom made. And I know how tired you are because you be falling asleep when we watch Survivor on the TV. But that was never excuse when it came to me and Noah, so thank you. And my mom, you're always gonna be the nicest person that I ever know. I mean, you make every situation better, and you're the one that keeps our family moving. So thank you for every home-cooked meal. Thank you for every hug when I was down. Thank you for every time you helped me with homework growing up, and just all the ways that you showed me that I had so much love around me. So I love you always, Mom. And I ain't forget about you, Noah. My twin brother, my best friend, my roommate to roommate. I mean, we've gone through everything together, Noah. And you know me better than I know my own self sometimes. So I don't know where I'd be without you to tell me the things that I need to hear, to push me to be better. And just because that we're going on different paths now, I'm always gonna be there for you. Just the way that you've been there for me. Except for when El Clasico's on, because you can stay over there with your team. So call it twin telepathy, but I need you, Noah. So one thing that I actually added into my speech last minute, it was something that I dreamt of last night. It was a really weird dream, so bear with me. But after looking further into the dream, I realized that it was one that I needed to have. So in this dream, I was with my twin brother Noah. We were at a really random house, I can't explain where, but out of nowhere, I took a bullet to the chest. I remember thinking that I had passed, and I had passed out, but somehow minutes later, I got up. And I remember the first people I went to were my parents, asking for help. They came and rushed, and then when they helped me, I woke up, and I was still holding my chest. Now, being the great college student I am, I asked ChatGPT what this meant. And I found out it's something that can apply to all of us graduates. It said that being shot can represent a sudden life change, and it comes quickly, and we may not feel prepared. That's exactly what graduation is. I know we put in these 4 years or more, or however long it took to get to this moment where we're graduating and we're crossing that stage. But now that it's here, it's a sudden shock. What are our next steps? What do I do? I've been trying to get here. Where should I be trying to get to now? So it can feel that we're not prepared. But remember, in this dream, I said I got up. I survived. So we are stronger than we think, guys. We're ready to take on what's next. We are here. This is the resilience that we've been having to go through all of our college lives, and it's the resilience that we're going to have to continue to have moving forward into the world. And finally, in the dream, I said I ran home to my parents rather than going to a hospital like a normal person. But it said that I feel like I can always come home, and that just because things are changing doesn't mean that that love leaves. It follows you throughout your whole life, and it's going to stick with you. Now, just beyond my parents, I think that's exactly what we have done here at UNLV. We've built our own community that we can always come back to. I mean, look around this room. We have somewhere that will always be there for us moving forward. We don't have to ever feel like we're lost or alone because we have this community that we created within ourselves. So I think ChatGPT got something right this time. Now, earlier, I said that I was a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. And one thing about us is that we love our poems. So I can't think of a better way to end this than with one of my favorites. This one is called If by Rudyard Kipling. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, and yet don't look too good nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to, broken, and stoop and build them up with worn out tools, if you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss and lose, start again at your beginnings, but never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they're gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much. If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run. Yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And, which is more, you'll be a man, my son. Now, rebels, we're black and we're educated. We always belong in the room, and we're all palm trees. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Zion. You know, it's one thing to stand here and take pictures, but when you have to hold your stomach in, you gotta get them pictures a little quicker. It's my honor to introduce this evening's keynote speaker. Dr. Javon Johnson is an associate professor and director of African American and African Diaspora Studies, and holds an appointment in Gender and Sexuality Studies in the Interdisciplinary Gender and Ethnic Studies Department here at UNLV. Dr. Johnson received his doctoral degree in Performance Studies with a certificate in Gender Studies and Cognate in African American Studies from Northwestern University in 2010. Dr. Johnson's scholarly interests include performance, Blackness, African American literature, Black pop culture, slam and spoken word, Black feminist theory, Black queer theory, masculinity studies, Black sexualities, and ethnography. Please welcome to the stage Dr. Javon Johnson.
All right, what about the rest of y'all? The rest of y'all doing all right? It is a ceremony, yes? All right, so I'm gonna ask one more time. How y'all doing? All right, that's a lot better. First off, thank you to the Alliance of Professionals of African Heritage, and particularly Monisha Hobbs, who's been a really great point of contact for me, who's been wonderful. Before I start, I just want to say y'all look really good tonight. Y'all look really, really good tonight. This is a beautiful, black, and brilliant room. Give yourselves a round of applause. Y'all look good tonight. Before I truly begin, I must admit that I'm honored to be here delivering this keynote address back when I graduated, when we were still able to call this event what it is, a black grad. I hope deeply that I would become the kind of person worthy of being asked to stand before a group of black graduates and give, as my granny would tell me, a word. I have to address the fact that we were asked not to wear our regalia tonight. And this is not the only institution that has asked black grads to not do this at these types of ceremonies, but they are regalia that we earn the right to wear, and so I decided to write tonight's word with that very denial in mind. There is a picture of two black men shaking hands that sits in my office on the left side of my desk. The photo is rather simple. One old black man hand extending out of the sleeve of a suit jacket, holding the hand of another, well, then young black man. The photo There was a time when black folks were barred by policy, by violence, by design from these spaces. So when we stand here now, we aren't just graduates. We are the answers to our ancestors' prayers. We are literally what they fought for. We, in this room, are everything white supremacy does not want. We be black and smart. We be black and unapologetic. We be black and loud. We be too much. Be yes queen, be clocking it. We be gang at the turn up. We be the turn up. We be R&B and hip hop and the gospel, the good news, be the cookout. We be needing to stop inviting everybody to the cookout, but we be joy. We be black joy. And that photo for me is so much black joy. I remember that it felt like the sun and my grandfather's smile were competing for who could be the brightest that day. There he stood, my largely illiterate grandfather, who at best had a 6th grade education, watching his grandson graduate with the highest degree possible from one of the most prestigious institutions in the world. And he witnessed this moment, just 2 generations after he fled Jim Crow South, in search of what Isabel Wilkerson would call the warmth of other suns. Like millions of other black folks, he was part of a wave of movement that was not simply geographic, but one that was spiritual. It was cultural and political, carving out new lives and new cities that were not always welcoming, but held the promise and possibility for something brighter, something bigger than himself even. Just one generation following the 1965 Voting Rights Act that guaranteed him and my then 5-year-old mother the right to vote, he stood there on Northwestern University's pristine campus repeating, "I'm sure he's proud of you, boy. Granddaddy is just so very proud of you, boy." Of course, this is the same grandfather who never learned to whisper, who, when I entered my grad program at Northwestern, humbled me. It was tradition for the students to potluck. Knowing my granddad had a citywide famous peach cobbler, I volunteered to bring that very dessert. Even though I've never made it before, I called him, I said, "GD," I used to call my grandfather GD, granddad GD. "GD, I need to make your cobbler for these people in my school. He replied, okay, boy, no problem. First, you want to get your butter going and you want to get your sugars. You want some brown sugar, you want some white. You want to get that in a pot going real nice like. You want to get your peaches in there, add some vanilla, some cinnamon. Some people don't like nutmeg. I like a little bit of mine and a little bit of mine. You want to throw a pinch of salt and some lemon juice. Now you want to get that all together going real nice like in a pot. I stopped him to ask how much. He replied, how much what? How much of each ingredient do I need to put in the pot, GD? He paused and then asked, as if I asked perhaps the stupidest question he had has ever heard in his life, what? You got a finger, don't you, boy? Well, put it in there until it tastes right. You put enough ingredient in that dish until it tastes right. I swear all this schooling you done did and them white folks ain't taught you nothing. Those are his exact words, I promise. I didn't go to school for cooking, by the way, but here we are. That lesson stayed with me. The taste of it, the memory of it, the instinct, how our people have always known how to create without measuring a thing. Our wisdom was not always in books. Sometimes it's in our fingers, in our bones. It is in the taste, in the feel, in the rhythm of things passed down. A couple of things I learned from that conversation. One, my grandfather was and always have been a wild boy. Two, he taught me that we must never forget the recipes. And by recipes, I mean Black ways of doing things. Be it the way we cook from memory, how we measure things, you know, how we call things out and say things like, I ain't seen you in a minute, or as my grandmother used to say, I ain't seen you in a month of Sundays, or through our communal efforts, always, all the ways we have overcome, and y'all graduating today, y'all are a part of that very overcoming. You have had to navigate institutions that were never designed with you in mind. Classrooms that did not always see you. You had to navigate campuses and policies that did not always protect you, and yet here you are after a gunman opened fire at Beam Hall on December 6, 2023, killing 3 faculty of color, wounding a 4th because he did not get a job in a department overwhelmingly made up of white faculty. Here you still are after the Black Studies faculty received an anonymous racist and vile email that same day blaming us and promising our day would come. Here you still are after the near annual violent threats against Black students on this very campus, demanding that you do not show up to campus. Here you still are, resilient, walking in the footsteps of all those giants who came before you. In other words, Black stories do not simply live in the past. They live in us and who comes after us. They echo forward. My daughter, who is here with me tonight, shares my mother's middle name. My son, who is due any day now, is named after my grandfather. Their names are not just memory, it is prophecy. It is saying that what came before will rise again, but this time stronger, this time freer, this time more fully formed. While my grandfather lived to nearly 100 years old, I will never forget America from robbing him of so much life, how much it demanded from my grandmother's lives, how it took from my mother's lives, how it took so much from many of our parents, our grandparents, and our ancestors' lives, but it was not solely individual hatred. It was housing discrimination, underfunded schools, underpaid labor, state surveillance, unfair access to the labor market, unequal access to healthcare, food, and security. It was policy, it was systemic, and it still is. So here's my ask of you today, graduates. First, do not forget the recipes. The way we build, the way we hold one another, the way we speak and show up and fight for one another. Walk out of here not simply with degrees, but with the memory. walk out of here knowing that you live in a political moment in which our current administration is rolling back hard fought for civil rights protections, including a DEI purge, an attack on academic freedom, the aforementioned 1965 Voting Rights Act, and even our First Amendment, walk out of here knowing that this administration wants to suspend habeas corpus, the legal right that protects us from being jailed without being charged or even given a trial, and give qualified immunity to the very police officers that murder us. Walk out of here knowing that this administration, the same administration who send their kids to college while trying to convince you that college is too woke, too un-American, and or broken, wants to make America great again by turning this entire country into the same Jim Crow that my grandfather and so many of our grandparents fled. Walk out of here like you carry whole lineages with you, like you have a responsibility to those who came before you and those who will arrive after you, because you do. Lastly, graduates, the people who came to support you tonight have been there for you, have pushed you, have supported you, probably got on your nerves at times, and that's okay. These people are the people who have built bridges and paved roads for you. They have planted trees that will bear fruit that they will never be able to taste themselves. Those people, they are here. They have always been by your side. You must never forget that, because just like my grandfather said of me, I'm absolutely certain they are proud of you. They are so, so, so proud of you. Thank you. On behalf of the UNLV Alliance of Professionals of African Heritage, we thank you for accepting our invitation and for delivering an inspired message so our students and the 2025 graduating class of faculty and friends. I want to tell you, Dr. Javon, you had me over there saying, "Preach, boy." You took me back to my real Southern roots. Thanks, both of you. We appreciate you, and your message was very inspiring and uplifting. Thank you. The one thing we always have from this event is lots of pictures. And as earlier tonight when they were flashing them on the screen, I thought, I haven't aged much. I still look good. One of the highlights of this event is both the Thomas Wilson and Roosevelt Fitzgerald Awards. Is Ms. LaShonda Childress here? Oh, there you are. I've been looking for you all night. These awards will be presented by Ms. LaShonda Childress, Assistant Business Manager for the Hank Greenspun School of Social Work. Please welcome Mrs. Childress.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening. Please refer to your program and read the accomplishments of Dr. Thomas E. Wilson and why the Alliance named the Community Service Award in his honor. Tonight, each nominee will receive a certificate of achievement from the UNLV Alliance of Professionals of African Heritage. All nominees for the Thomas Wilson Award, please come to the stage when I call your name. Kai Fairweather. And I apologize if I mispronounce anyone's name. Chiaboka Okoro. Kai is an undergraduate majoring in international business, and Chiaboka is a graduate student with a dual major, MBA, and MS Management Information Systems. And then last but not least, Rajaya Filbert. Rosea is a graduate student as well, majoring in public health. And the 2025 Thomas Wilson Community Service Award winners are Kai Fairweather. Oh, sorry. Okay, so the winners are Kai Fairweather and Rajaya Filbert. And congratulations to each of the nominees. You all are winners. The Roosevelt Fitzgerald Outstanding Student Award is named in honor of Professor Roosevelt Fitzgerald. Please refer to your program for the accomplishments of Professor Fitzgerald. Each nominee again will receive a certificate of achievement from the UNLV Alliance of Professionals of African Heritage. And again, as I call your name, will all nominees please come to the front or come to the stage. Ayadela Abarishida, graduate student majoring in special education. Again, Kai Fairweather, undergraduate in international business. Monique North, graduate student majoring in career and technical post-secondary and higher education. Chiaboka Okoro, graduate student, dual major MBA and MS Management Information Systems. And last but not least, Eden Woda, undergraduate student majoring in elementary education. Okay, and hold on for just a second. The winners of the 2025 Roosevelt Fitzgerald Outstanding Student Award are Chiaboko Okoro and Eden Wilda. And congratulations again to all of our nominees and winners.
In the program, you will see the accomplishments of Dr. Thomas Wilson and Professor Roosevelt Fitzgerald, and you will understand why these awards were named for them. Now, the highlight of the evening. Will the 2025 doctorate degree candidates please stand? Well, you all have graduated. The 2025 doctorate degree, please stand and follow the directions of the ushers. Okay. Will the 2025 graduate master's degree please line up behind the doctorates? And will the 2025 undergraduates please line up behind the master's students? Well, we got two future ones lining up too. That's all right. You all can line up too. Yeah, go over there if you want to. You tell your mom I gave you permission. Each graduate will receive a handmade UNLV Kente-cloth stole that came to you directly from Ghana, South Africa. Mr. Gerald Medlock and Ms. Imani Patterson will announce the 2025 graduates.
Askia Talibdeen. Catherine Ann Baker. Erica Johnson. Bisa Irie Welch. Joe Parker. Takia Michelle Williams. Zion Lopetti Bird. All right, Noah Bird. Samantha Liberty. Erin Nicole Harry. Michaela Elizabeth Hines.
La Sharina Shari Holmes. Vivian Christine Betts. Jerica Buchanan. Talara Kearney. Joy Lee Ross. Brooklyn Erica Knox. Michael Dwayne Noseworthy. Noel Breon Allen. Desaya Smith. Layla Simone Butcher. Patrice Boyd. Jacob Pinkney.
Zanaya Taylor Booker. Delina Afram. Malika Cumming. Sika Coppers. Talisha Bennett. Soraya Brown. Jordan Brooks. Edden Wolde.
Let's give another hand to all our graduates. Because we did want to make sure that we, one, to celebrate our students, and two, make sure that we wrap our arms around our students before they head out into that cold, mean world out there, so that they know where home is, where their support is, and if they ever need to come back, we're here waiting for them. So we appreciate everyone for coming out tonight, for celebrating with our graduates. Again, the African American Alumni Club table is in the back so that you can actually register today. There's also career services resources in the back as well. And I'm gonna pass it to my co-chair. Go for it.
You got it. I'm not gonna try to take too much of your time, but we appreciate you guys coming out. Thank you guys for coming out.
Hit it, DJ.
So,
Sorry, I'm all off script.
no, I thought you had the whole speech or whatever you said. I'm like,
No, I don't want to do a speech. Oh, I've got it.